I had to find out how to take care of myself from my cousin.
I do that at home all the time with my mom and my dad.
Being a big guy certainly has its advantages.
You don't get touched.
I'm
God damn it. Hey,
That's what learning difficulties.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Season 3, or Series 3 if you're from the UK, of Dank After Dark. New intro, new logo, same crippling depression. My name's Phill Marshall, and joining us, as per usual, is Dan.
Hi.
Scott, Shady, and Grant, apparently. And we'll find out if he can hear us or not.
yes.
Fantastic. God, turned up.
Actually, I'm going to go make a cup of tea because, you know, British and all.
Well, thanks for turning up.
You wanky bastard.
So, just fuck him off. Why not?
Why not?
Yes. How are we all today?
I'm feeling very dankish today.
It's trouser frictiony. So, yes, let's just make sure that you. Sorry, there's a lot trying to go on with all sorts of jiggery buggery. And yes, so new season, new cock-ups.
So Phil, I did just get a notification saying our website apparently it's not possible to stream that at the minute.
It's invalid. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So we'll remove from the broadcast. So we'll get that sorted in a bit. We'll get that sorted on the next show. But we still have Facebook and YouTube. So yes, indeed. Hello, everyone. And yes, so season 3. What a way to start. Shit falling apart and, having to look at Dan. I do apologize to everyone. Just enjoy being a prick. I'm just trying to get something sorted quickly because I thought we'd got it sorted beforehand. And now I'm just doing some quick editing. But we've got a very interesting show today, as we usually don't. But, yes. Okay, so sport that, which will be fantastic. So, yes. And funnily enough, Grant buggered off again. Just looking at the green room. So, yeah, I thought today's show would be a good time for really a Dank After Dark statement of intent, really, of, what we're about generally and essentially saying we're lots of fun. Because I think it's something that needs to be covered more. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. And I thought that I'd do that through the medium of videos that make people angry.
Definitely.
Yes. So I've got some fine figureheads that we can look into today. Fine few gentlemen. We'll decide if we want to knock on with Steve Rambo or not. We'll leave it and see if we go later in the show, because I know how you all enjoy.
Maybe just leave the people at IMDb wondering what's going on.
Exactly.
Did the past couple get accepted?
No, they've been... Well, one did and one didn't, I believe.
Catmandu is apparently too popular.
Yeah.
But funnily enough, not related to Dank After Dark, but the gentlemen who were in the room decided it would be a really, really good time to just go, well, this is good for either show. Dan's very happy. Grant's confused. Shady couldn't give a fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you
the madness that is
the Song of Johnny.
Hey, bro. Guess what?
bro.
Jesus.
I will eat your asshole. Your asshole.
Jingle Jones.
I will eat your asshole.
And he said yes. When I was talking to him before.
I will eat your asshole.
I think it's
You're right there, Grant.
the cat at the end got it for me.
It's amazing. It's like I'm going to play something controversial and Grant just disappears off the camera and then comes back when it's finished.
Oh, no, it's just a horrible coincidence. I was trying to shut the door. I don't want to wake people up. It's quite late in the UK.
Well, yes, I know. Well, let's find out if it's a horrible coincidence and see how many times you do it today. How many times are you going to be up and down like a horse draws on Dank?
Well, probably just one more time, just to refill my tea later. But yeah.
All right. Well, fair dues.
I would like to say no children were harmed in the making of this video, but that child looks fucking traumatized.
Bullshit.
Johnny Rockstar did that. What a piece of trash.
Yeah. Well, today I thought I'd cover just the idea of with things that have been going on recently. I thought it would be a good idea to kind of show the kind of freedom of speech and all that kind of stuff, and to kind of show some of the funniest arguments for freedom of speech. And I think they're going to be fun. And the subjects are, of course, all very serious that we shouldn't joke about.
Of course not.
Relatable.
Masturbatable.
Yes, indeed. So if you don't have a strong stomach for this kind of stuff, then you may be thinking to yourself,
I'm in danger!
and you certainly are.
And you'd be right.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah. So, yes. Who here has heard of Patrice O'Neill?
The name actually rings a bell, but off the top of my head.
The name.
Beautiful Irish name, isn't it?
Sure.
Definitely.
It's going to be
I'll go with that.
Indeed. But, yeah, we'll go into what the crux of the argument is to begin with. And we're definitely going to have a lot of fun with this one.
So, next up on the chopping block, XM satellite radio DJs Opie and Anthony. They're under fire now for airing joking comments about raping Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. Will they be the next to go? Is radio cleaning house?
So, Grant, comment.
I don't think I'm going to get a Fox News job.
It's such a it's just such a perfect opening. I actually know the story behind it. It wasn't Opie and Anthony who were joking about raping Condoleezza Rice. They because this is going to make the story better. They brought a homeless guy into the studio who was whacked off his knackers on either alcohol or Class A pharmaceuticals, and he was talking about raping Condoleezza Rice. Well, they just sat back and laughed at the stupidity of the situation.
Well, you would, because the thought of raping Condoleezza Rice is a joke in itself. Nobody can take that seriously.
Yeah, I mean, she'd give it up pretty freely, right?
To be fair, Sammy Guava, he joked about raping Sasha Banks, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, Condoleezza Rice, she's a right loosey-goosey, that girl.
Oh, she's on par with Sasha Banks, definitely.
I don't see her turning it down.
What do you mean she said no?
Just imagine, Katie, I tell you what, two on the pink, one in the stink. We call it the shocker. Bend over, Condi. It's time. So we get on to a very serious discussion.
After the Imus debacle. With me now, New City President Sonia Osorio. She took part in a recent protest calling for radio stations to stop supporting negative language in music and talk radio. And also,
so as you can tell, she's the fun one.
Please tell me throughout this you've got some of the Good Morning Britain ones where they get people like this with two arguments.
Oh god, no! But I just kind of thought and kind of felt around for different names of people who I know would get an instant reaction from the audience, which would either be "Yay!" or "What the fuck are they playing this for?"
Well, there's definitely a part two in this. I know.
Oh god, this is just lovely, and I think the argument is made so succinctly.
I think they need to tell me the words.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was just saying. I think they need to tell me the words they're talking about. You know, like all the words they're saying that we can't say. You know,
You may not have to worry about this.
like, and
Yes, you should be okay.
Our favorite stand-up comic, Patrice O'Neill.
Beautiful Irish name.
Patrice, are O&A next?
I hope not. I hope JV. I wish JV and Elvis didn't lose their job or Imus. It's funny. This is the thing. I don't know her, but I'm assuming that she has nothing to do with funny. So I'm gonna speak as the expert on funny. Funny people should just be left to trying to be funny.
What if they're not funny?
Then you made a mistake. But how many times has how many unfunny rape jokes lead to rape? Like,
I don't know how many jokes about rape there are.
There's a lot. But your world is not funny. Your world is next on the big story. My world is people trying to be funny.
Well, I mean, you think it's okay to try to make jokes about rape?
I'm diabetic. I make fun of that. I'm a victim. I might lose a toe. I'm trying to make fun of. I'm trying to make fun of anything I think I can make fun of.
So yeah, Grant seems to enjoy this.
This is fucking brilliant.
I knew you'd love Patrice O'Neill. The man, we're going to have to do one episode just on Patrice O'Neill because some of the stuff he said on the Opie and Anthony show and his own show, the Black Phillip show, before he passed away, he just didn't give a shit. It was great. He would have porn stars on his show and go, "You do realise you're whores, aren't you?"
I just love that we have to get a T-shirt now that says diabetic and rape victims, same thing.
Exactly. Get a circle. And it's just like, you've got circle diabetic, rape victim. Notice the overlap.
I might lose a hoe.
Yeah. Might lose a toe.
No, I meant hoe. I meant hoe.
Yeah.
Sonia?
You know, what's happening now is the marketplace.
Okay.
Is deciding what's appropriate or what's not appropriate. I think the nation is just tired. There's a new mood in the nation.
What nation?
The nation. You know what? We're tired of things that are just
the nation, this paper, and you? I'm not the nation. I'm just speaking for me and funny. You're speaking for the nation, or you're speaking for?
Yeah, you know why? Because I remember 6 years ago doing something against Anthony Opie because they were just so outrageous and their violent images that they put out to women was just uncalled for. And now I think people...
You think they were trying to be funny?
I think now people in this country... Do you think they
were trying to be funny?
Tired. You know what? I don't care if they're trying to be funny.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you in that business?
I've been to your show once, and it wasn't very funny being a woman.
It was hilarious.
When you talked about...
That's why she doesn't like me. I was in the paper with her, and the joke is hilarious, called The Angry Pirate. And the lady who wrote it in her outrage didn't even know what it meant. And anybody who read it laughed because they know what funny... You're not living in the context of funny. You're living in the context of fire.
Have every right to be as funny as they want. They can go out and try to be as funny as they want, make as much money being as funny as they want. This is what's happening. There is a change in this country. People are realizing they have an opportunity to speak out, and advertisers are listening. Radio stations are listening.
You're not talking to who I talk to.
And you're not going to get paid as much money anymore.
Sonia and Patrice,
That's
look
what
at
it
this.
is. The marketplace.
More
is
CBS
seeking.
radio firings. They've been on a tear lately.
All right.
Are they cleaning house, or is this the PC cops run amok?
You know what it is, John. You know what it is while you're reading that paper. It's the PC cops run amok.
Do you think she's a PC cop?
Of course she is. She has an entire encyclopedia of her stance on it, but it's no passion involved. It's not a real. This is just what she has to say. We are outraged and fired and fired and fired. Name calling. I'm outraged. I am outraged.
Using her own argument against her.
Yes.
Yeah, it's essentially
I love how he flipped that so effortlessly. Like, oh.
Oh, God, yeah. He's just absolutely fucking brilliant. Patrice O'Neill was an expert on just flipping shit and just catching people off guard. That's what made him so good. And the fact that you know what we do on the After Dark page and like some of the shit we hear on there. And this is why we just flip it and we just troll people. I mean, Why do you think when there was that whole thing of AEP calling me a racist because I wore a Bill Cosby mask, and I just turned around and went, "Yeah, fuck it, I'm the king of the racists now." What could he say to that? You just kind of take it to an overblown, ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's like they're looking for an argument. You know what I mean by doing that.
Yeah, and Fox right there, he's undefeated. He was R.I.P. Patrice O'Neill, but this is how a news show should be.
When you first said Patrice O'Neill and you asked if anyone knew him, I was thinking the name sounds familiar. In my head, I was thinking, is that the big fat black guy? But I didn't want to say it out loud. I didn't want to be that guy. And then I see him and I'm like, yep, it's him.
Would you like to say it for our audience now?
I didn't want to say at first, is Patrice O'Neill that big fat black guy? Well, he is. He's big, he's fat, and he was a black man. I am stating facts, people.
What, he turned white in death?
Yeah. Yeah, you forgot dead.
I'm dead.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, he's up there with the sleaze right now.
Yes.
I can't believe you just said he's dead. Good God, man.
Crimson Wolf, once again confused. He thought Dank was on Mondays. Don't know where he got that idea from. I have no idea.
Okay, so I woke up yesterday morning and I was like, today's going to be a good day. Just like started my health kick, did a workout, went to work. All day I was thinking, can't wait to do Dank tonight. Can't wait to do Dank tonight. Going to be so fucking good. Finish work, dead on 10 o'clock, get out the door, and then I had someone go, thank fuck Monday's over. Fuck's sake. I was gutted, absolutely devastated. An hour before I thought we were going live.
Oh, for God's sake!
I was on the wrong day.
I'm embarrassed now, humiliated.
No, I just took the piss out of myself instead.
I was going to be on After Dark.
But you didn't.
I just sat there and masturbated all night instead.
Oh, yeah, know how that feels. This is where the most important points of Patrice's argument come in, and you can tell they all take it very seriously.
Should be.
I am a fool. Now, if I called you a fool,
You know what? People are feeling a new sense of entitlement.
Who are these?
Did you just say Cody's?
No, he said fool.
No, I thought he said Cody's right after that.
Oh, no, it's let's.
That paper is the PC cops run amok.
Do you think she's a PC cop?
Of course she is. She has an entire encyclopedia of her stance on it, but it's no passion involved. It's not a real. This is just what she has to say. We are outraged and fired and fired and fired. Name calling. I'm outraged. I am outraged.
You should be.
I am a fool. Now, if I called you a fool,
you know.
Just like Grant's reaction from that.
As I was taking a fucking sip of tea as well. So. I actually spat it out.
He likes them screamers, doesn't he?
You know what? People are feeling a new sense of entitlement.
Who are these people
in this country?
How can you, Patrice? So here's my question: how can you justify a bad joke, a joke that isn't funny? Oh, wait a minute. Go ahead. An attempt that isn't funny, doesn't get any laughs, and is about raping the first black woman to ever become the Secretary of State of the United States.
Throw that at me.
Well, why not?
The attempt is what I'm trying to fight for. The joke may funny jokes and unfunny jokes are come out of the same birth. That you don't know if anything is going to be funny. You should attempt to be able to make anything funny.
Don't you think a joke about rape is doomed to be not funny?
It's possible, but I've heard them.
I mean, you know what? He's making very strong points and a very strong argument, but in a very comedic way, proving his point, but also showing his outwork off. Dude, I want to see more of this guy. I mean, I'm
but you forgot But you forgot the main takeaway from this. The main point here being that it's official, and I think I need the full screen for this. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. Rape jokes are in fact funny.
LOL. For me personally, I think Jimmy Carr said it best. What is worse than finding a worm in your apple?
Rape.
Thank you.
There you go. Both funny and technically correct.
Yes.
Don't you love just an on-point joke?
Mm. Oh, they do make me very happy. I mean, I can tell one from my old days of working in the medical field. I remember when I first started, there was one of the old boys there. He used to like to haze the juniors. I won't tell you what position I was in, but we had to go and move different equipment and people and all sorts and bodies. And the old guy, as a young porter, he goes, you know, to be a real one in this department, you've got to fuck a corpse. This is a true story. And of course, he's trying to haze us, you know, haze the young guy. But the thing is, I'm too smart for that. So 2 weeks later, after I've left it and thought, oh, yeah, that was funny, he came back up to me after I'd just been in the mortuary. And he said, so, been in the morgue? I looked at him and said, yes, I have. He said, so, did you get any action? I looked at him, smiled, and went, of course I did. At which point he started to look confused. And he said, okay, what was her name? So now we freeze frame. And my mind says this to me. Phill, you can give him one of two answers. The first one, give him a guy's name. He'll think it's funny. We move on. Or two, this guy tried to haze you. So you want to give him the most horrific answer you can think of. What answer do you think I gave him?
You gave him a child's name, didn't you?
It's even worse than that.
His mum's
Worse
name.
than that?
Yes. I looked at him, smiled, and went, we'll go back. And he said, so, what was her name? And I looked at him, smiled, and said, well, I don't know. The parents hadn't decided on one yet, but as soon as the tombstone's complete, you'll be the first to know. And went on with my day.
I was heading in the right direction. Okay, I'll take that.
So was I. Huddler, huddler.
Dun-dun-dun.
So yes, awful humour, ladies and gentlemen.
But that's the point. It's a joke. We've got one of two choices. We can go about our miserable existence and just be like, do you know what? This is crap. Let's cry. Let's whinge. Or we can just take the piss out of everything and smile and laugh and live a little bit longer in this miserable existence. Those are our choices.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? If you go back after this is finished, close your eyes and listen to Grant's little rant there, I swear to God, he's Ricky fucking Gervais.
Exactly. And I think Grant's right. One thing, you can either just walk around and be miserable, or two, you can join us on Dank After Dark and enjoy this.
Hey, bro. Guess what? DJ.
I will eat your asshole, asshole.
Jiggle Jones.
I will eat your asshole.
And he said yes. When I was talking to him before.
I will eat your asshole.
So, yes.
It's the cat, man.
His face now to the reaction of that video is just fantastic.
I know. Raven people laugh, say. Once again, Fox just digging it straight in there. Why did you rape that woman?
Yeah.
So, why did you rape that woman? Well, you see, the comedian said something about rape and people laugh, so, you know, it's fair game, right?
I mean, in court, right?
The easiest way around it is just to go up to a woman and say, do you want to play the rape game? And when she says no, go, that's the spirit.
Indeed. So, Scott, your thoughts on comedy rape?
Don't let that cat get your tongue now.
This is my new
I have
favorite
no
game, by the
strong
way.
feelings one way or the other.
Sure you do.
So you don't have strong feelings one way or the other. So you're just like rape. Meh.
Yes. How do you feel about comedy rape? I'm nonchalant. So I knew.
I don't know. I mean, maybe Patrice O'Neal has it right. I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, Foxy wants to cancel Dan. I saw that comment. Yeah, he wants to get Dan cancelled for his comments. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've never been cancelled before. Please, come on.
Yeah, but you know.
No, don't cancel me after dark. Cancel me from some obscure fed.
I wish, Fox.
Cancel me from IW.
So I think a nice strong showing for the first episode of the third series, and there's still more.
I've heard.
You've heard a funny rape joke?
I say a couple. Watch my HBO special. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, Patrice.
Self-plug right there.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
I'm pretty good at it.
Wait, which one? The raping or the joking?
He never specified.
He didn't.
That might have been a self-proclaim there, right there. Self-confession.
Indeed. I just had a thought. So, Shady, you're into long-term investments. Do you think golf clubs are cheaper than roofies?
I mean, yes.
Fantastic.
On with the show.
I think
He says that if you're having sex with a woman, doggy style, and if you hit her in the head just the right time.
It's ejaculate in her eye and kick her in the shin, and she walks around like, "Arg!" It's the angry pirate. That's what she was trying to say.
A violent act of hitting her in the back of her head, her body.
It's called the donkey punch,
which will then.
Why?
This is a news show, ladies and gentlemen. This is Fox News, and Patrice O'Neal is talking about angry pirates and donkey punching on Fox.
Fucking hilarious. I feel like before this is over, Patrice is just going to get up from the table and like have the whole crowd in a fervor. No, come on, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Punch bitch in the back of the head.
See, what's funny is he knew that this moment, like with people like us laughing about this, would happen.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
He's giggling his little ass off up there now, looking down, going, "They my boys."
He's like, "I told you, motherfuckers! I told you."
Oh my God.
But this was back in like mid-2000s, so you've got to think that in 2023 it's gotten even worse than this.
Oh yeah.
And
you've got to remember as well that was sort of the time period when like the sort of PC brigade started to really come in again, because we were talking about this last week. Was like that it goes through fluctuations. You go really over the top PC and everyone wants to cancel everything, and then everyone goes, "No, this is bollocks," and goes the opposite way, and then like about 5 years later we go back up again. And it's just a constant circle, and this is about that time when people like that PC was really getting strong again.
That means that 4chan is going to become extra fun again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, a couple of the videos we've got here are from the last generation of PC, and boy, are they some fun boys. So let's see what Patrice has to say.
Her eye and kick her in the shin, and she walks around like, "Arg!" It's the angry pirate. That's what she was trying to say.
A violent act of hitting her in the back of her head, her body.
It's called the donkey punch,
which will then.
Why are you laughing? She's outraged. It's called the donkey punch. It's whole humor that she has no clue
You have the same problem that Opie and Anthony does. You can't say just anything on the air.
You can say anything you want. It might not be funny. You might get in trouble for it, but you should be able to be attempting. And plus, when is a crazy bum going to get an opportunity to rape the president? If the president's wife, John? It was trying to be funny.
All right, Patrice, why aren't I hearing Al Sharpton complain about this thing involving Congress?
Because it wasn't involving young black women.
Well, it's involving a very prominent black woman.
Well, where was she during young black? Everybody has their agenda.
I was there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, excuse me.
But why am I not hearing from Sharpton?
Because it doesn't concern him. It's not concerning him. It's black. Come on now. Al Sharpton has his agenda, and it was perfect for Al. Young black women. And now she's representing just women in general. She's not representing the nappy hoe part. She's representing the hoe. The nappy headed part, she has nothing to do with.
I love the fact that he's got that determination, or that he determines which is which.
That's fucking great.
He's talking the White House, not the hood.
Nappy hose.
Jesus Christ.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that when they swapped to the stuff with Al Sharpton while he's talking to him, the bald guy right next to him looked like a dude from Mad TV. Like it looked like it was a skit that they were cutting to. Like here's the example of Al Sharpton.
Yeah, let's go back. Him.
Whoa.
That right there. If you've ever watched Mad TV, you know who I'm talking about.
He looks like a pernus. Looks like a pernus. He's sitting there going, oh, God, we've got Al Sharpton. He's going to complain about something again. Al Sharpton. I am outraged. I am outraged that Patrice O'Neill is taking this stance and it's costing me money. How can I profit from this if one of the black community is supporting it?
And where do I buy golf clubs?
Yeah, where do I buy golf clubs? I need an answer. Tell me, where can I buy golf clubs?
At Max, because he buys golf clubs. He buys golf clubs. He buys golf clubs!
And now we want
I'm no
that
longer
from Al
outraged. God, I wish I had that music that he plays on his show. Maybe I should start doing Al Sharpton in promos. Imagine how well that'd go down. Lauren, I am outraged.
I was there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, excuse me.
But why am I not hearing from Sharpton?
Because it doesn't concern him. It's not concerning him. It's black. It's, you know, come on now. You know, Al Sharpton has his agenda, and it was perfect for Al. Young black women. And now she's representing just women in general. She's not representing the nappy hoe part. She's representing just the hoe. The nappy headed part, she has nothing to do with. Just the hoe.
That's fucking
So
great.
you know what? Women have been abused publicly in the media for too long, and people are tired of it. This has been a beautiful response of just the general public.
No one gives a shit.
Saying to advertisers, we're your consumers. We don't want to have to avoid everything in the street. We don't want to have to worry about what radio station we turn on. And there is some really derogatory, violent
You're going to
thing
get
to
all
deal
your
with.
information, ma'am, is secondhand from someone making you aware that someone may have said something that you should be upset about. That's a shame.
Yes.
Your constituency, the people you...
So I've got to ask, just from that previous statement,
that right there,
relatable?
No comment.
Yeah, indeed. But no, I think we can understand that. People getting their information from second-hand sources and somehow getting muddled up.
Somehow they get it to fifth-hand sources and turns into these Chinese whispers. And it's
I know, it's amazing. Yeah, I know. You know, it's amazing. It's. I'm just so glad we don't see it in the After Dark community.
Definitely.
I'm just nailing it down.
It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
Yes.
You represent aren't all victims in this matter.
Patrice O'Neill, thank you very much. Sonia Osorio, thanks to both of you. Appreciate it. Time for big politics. And you.
Yes. So
I thought that was the big politics.
That was a big politics.
So yes, thoughts on Patrice O'Neill, then, gentlemen?
What a fantastic bloke!
Yeah,
I do agree. We're gonna have to do like an entire episode of Patrice O'Neill.
Incredibly funny, but also you can tell he's incredibly smart. He knows exactly what he's going on about.
Oh, God,
extremely poignant. He knows how to make a very good point. Right, on to our next one. So we've covered Patrice O'Neill.
I'm going to do the one thing Phil said I should be prepared for, and I'm going to go make a fag.
I'll just take him off the stream then. There we go. But
I think I can make a cup of tea from here. I'm all right.
Okay.
Fuck you both then, you wanky bastard.
No, I'm still here. I'm here. I can reach the kettle. Hold on, there we go.
Ah, right, yes. We're looking at your delicious babum.
I'm jealous because I don't have tea.
There we go. He has returned.
I wish I had a kettle next to me.
Now I can make myself a lovely tea.
Yeah.
So, Therese O'Neill, and speaking of other people who know how to annoy people very much, who here has heard of Gavin McInnes?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My stepdad met him when he was over in America.
Ah, right. Fantastic. Scott, Shady, Grant, either looking confused or going, what the fuck is Phill doing?
Oh, yes.
I'm not good with names sometimes. So, I mean, if once I see a face, I'll know if I've seen him or not.
Please tell me this is a Rebel Media video.
Oh, it isn't, but it's earlier than that.
Oh, it's that guy.
So, Scott, excited?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this guy multiple times, and he's about to come at this chick the same way Patrice did the last one.
Oh yeah, he's a fun boy. Grant, thoughts?
He is.
Yeah.
Relatable. So, ladies.
No,
and
I have seen stuff of his. I just didn't know his name.
Ah, yes, good. So you can just see by his joyous face right there.
Masturbatable.
I like how every time he does something like this, he is trying so hard to maintain the Ron Swanson stone face.
Mm.
Yes.
And I just love the reactions that he gets out of people. It's amazing. This is one of the men who actually started Vice before it went nuts. So he was the guy who made Vice fun. And I'll have to find some more.
And the best part is, once he pisses them off, he just keeps making it worse.
Oh yeah, he does not hold back, and it actually becomes quite amusing. So, gentlemen, may I present the wonderful world of Mr. Gavin McInnes.
There's a part of me that says, "Oh, I love Hillary. I love Hillary. Oh, yes, we can. Obama." Just like liberals are sort of like zombies. They repeat what they hear, and they know. Why did they say they'll vote for somebody and know nothing about the candidate? That infuriates me because they can cancel out my vote.
Why do you actually believe the Washington Free Banana Peel whatever group that did this search on Hillary Clinton?
It's actually true.
No.
Yeah, she's got great points there. Did anyone pick up on the point she made?
Yeah, yeah, sure. She's got awesome points.
Shady, you don't have to lie. None of us did. She did.
Well, yeah, she's trying really hard to make sure the Clintons don't unalive her.
Her point was
that's not true.
Yeah, it's not true. Yeah, they have an email server catapult they use to kill people.
I thought we were talking about raping points, so I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Don't worry, I'll forgive you this one time, Shady.
Damn, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm a good boy.
No, it's not true. It's a far-right group that took the data and manipulated it to support their position.
By the way, Obama does the same thing and
pays less. Is this where you guys now get your information? Washington Free...
I love the argument there. You know, Obama does the same thing. He just pays less. It's just such a sarky comment. Yeah, Obama's just as bad, but he doesn't pay as much either.
And you'll notice how they just kind of sidestep around that point literally every time.
Vox, her qualifications for the job being pretty decent looking. Well, pretty decent looking. To repeat step 1.
They forgot step 3, get raped.
Poignantness of the Shady.
Would you want to read that?
Remember, they're the ones, anything that's reported Hillary Clinton did this, did that, there's absolutely no evidence of this, and it's just not true.
It actually is true.
No, it's not. Washington Free Banana Peel is not a legitimate
the
organization.
Washington Free Beacon, which is a legitimate newspaper. Yes.
Look,
there's different ways to look at the data, but the big picture here is women do earn less in America because they choose to. They would rather go to their daughter's piano recital than stay all night at work working on a proposal.
What?
So they end up earning less. They're less ambitious. And I think this is sort of God's way. This is nature's way of saying women should be at home with the kids. They're happier there.
He is
This
brave.
is God telling you to get back in the kitchen.
Yeah. This dude is fucking fantastic. He's like, look, get off of my TV screen.
And I love how he
to
keeps
me.
it in the
Go
middle
make
of like,
some
hey, don't
chocolate
talk to me,
chip
talk to
cookies.
God.
It continues.
You think these teen cups are going to make themselves?
What?
Of course it continues.
Oh, of course.
That your viewers do not take you, sir, seriously.
There's a great book you should read.
because
It's called Why Men Earn More. And it's all about women choosing to put family over work. And that's why they earn less.
having a choice does not mean that you're less ambitious. And your comments are absolutely deplorable. Sean, I would like
Less
you.
ambitious in the
I would
workforce.
like
I
you
get
to
him.
adjust it.
Housewives-
You're a father. You
Housewives
have a
are
daughter.
heroes. If you were a real feminist, you would support housewives and see them as the heroes
You
and women
said
who work
that-
wasting their time.
You said
Yes. Waste of time.
Just Grant sitting down there, kind of just giggling, going, "Oh, he is such a shit stirrer."
Fucking love it.
He
Absolutely.
backs up and he's like, look, lady, I'm about to tell you something, okay?
Yeah,
And you
I
go
know.
listen and you go learn.
Yeah, luckily enough, we had enough makeup for one eye. I don't think we've got enough for the other.
I mean, look at them. They
And
both
he's
took the battle stance,
and
man.
he's
They
just
both done turned
pinging
up.
her
They're like,
every time
let's
she
do it.
turns around. Every time she tries to explain her point, he just makes it fucking worse.
I think this gentleman and Marco Massagenico would get on very, very well.
Oh, definitely. I wonder if there's any way that I could help with that via the medium of green screening.
Yes.
Your viewers don't take you seriously. Let me tell you why you're stupid.
She's got a green screen on.
Yes. Yes. Women, why are you a waste of time? Gavin, would you explain?
I'd be right happy to.
It's almost like this could have just been done much simpler, and like this like cord comes down, he just tugs on it, and she just disappears, and he just goes there. Better.
Ladies and gentlemen, a job for green screen right there.
Can we put a sheet on that or something?
I love that. Holy shit. Is this just American Phil Marshall? He's actually Canadian. So technically,
Canadian
no.
Phil Marshall.
Yes, Canadian Phil
Goddamn
Marshall.
Canadians.
Yeah. With their common sense and reasoning.
I remember when I first discovered Gavin McInnes. It was around about the same time I discovered like the likes of Stephen Crowder and stuff like that. Gavin was just fucking hilarious. He used to do a show with a girl called Lauren Southern. Absolutely fucking shit. A fellow Canadian as well. Absolutely hilarious stuff. They used to go out on the streets and just torment the left wingers.
Yeah.
The
Lawrence
leftists.
was great. He used to walk around in a professional yet tight skirt, looking very feminine. And whenever feminists would have a go at her, she'd just go, "Did you just assume my gender?" Because she went to the Canadian court and got her gender changed to male, just so she could challenge these guys on assuming her gender based upon how she was dressed, just to troll them.
She goes to a lot of like college campuses, protest and things like that, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very funny. Yeah, this is another guy we could do a rabbit hole on. You know, it's another episode of the amount of good shit this guy has delivered on. But yeah.
It's why I enjoy watching people like him and Steven Crowder. Like they make a whole living off of pissing off left wingers. Like that's their whole
There's
job.
only two genders. Change my mind. If you've never seen that video, go watch it.
Oh man, I've watched so many Change My Mind videos, and those people have full-on mental breakdowns just because he's there.
Oh yeah, and then you get the other side, which is like the Jordan Petersons, the Ben Shapiros. They go for the more serious tact, and while their arguments are very good, if not better than what we're watching, they don't.
Ben Shapiro is very good.
The Ben Shapiro Girl Scout debate. If anyone wants to watch that.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
So I've actually watched
You have to be
like
a
a
biological
ridiculous
boy
amount of
to be
hours
in the Boy
of Ben
Scout. Well, where does
Shapiro's
it say that? In the
stand-up.
name Boy Scout.
Yes, it's in the name. What was that, Grant? Sorry.
So I went through a stage where for about a year and a half where I used to watch like all of Ben Shapiro and Milo Yiannopoulos' stand-up speeches in colleges, and I'm probably not over-exaggerating if I'd say between the two of them, I've probably watched a good 45 hours of them just speaking, and that's just their college stuff, not like Ben Shapiro's TikTok shows, which you should go and watch. They're fucking hilarious. I'm not saying I agree with it. I just think it's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, I do remember his Milo Yiannopoulos' speech on feminism. It was very well thought out.
Was that the one that got him cancelled?
Oh well, he was cancelled a lot of times, but essentially, I could recite the entire speech for you if you'd like.
No, so he did actually finally get what's it, Breitbart and Daily Wire actually sacked him because he went too far.
Well, that's the thing. The agreement between him and Breitbart was he chose to leave, and Breitbart kind of said it's probably best if you're away. And he goes, yeah, my brand's getting bigger, obviously, and we obviously are going down two different paths. So he's still good friends with guys at Breitbart, and it was like a mutual pairing.
There was a nail in the coffin. I can't remember what it was. I did read it up at the time.
But I just remember that speech, and it was so funny. He walks up to the podium, and he says, "Well, I've just written a speech. Well, a few notes really between getting my highlights done and fashion, looking at clothes. Feminism is cancer. Thank you very much."
Oh, it's funny. One of my favorite arguments from him is that
I used to love watching Milo.
So one of my favorite arguments of his, which was just ludicrous, really, but I just couldn't stop laughing at how just bonkers it was. It's like, yeah, gay men are born gay, 100%, but there has never been a born lesbian. And he goes on a full fucking 20-minute rant on how lesbians aren't real, basically. And it's like, what?
He's just so funny, though. It's just like, I love when he goes, no, if you look at all my staff, I don't hire gay men. And they said, well, you're gay. And he goes, well, yeah, I'm gay, but I'm the star. And he goes, well, why don't you hire gay men? He goes, well, they're always late. They're not reliable. It's just absolute trolling. More Gavin, I assume. Yes.
Said that women are less ambitious.
Women are less ambitious.
You have also said that women are better suited in the home.
Yes,
You've
that's
also
a fact.
said that that women are emotional and women shouldn't run for public office. All of these things that just
I never said women shouldn't run for public office.
Yes, you have. You've said that
if we're talking
before.
about 50% of the population, generally out of this 250 million people or 150 million people, most women are happier at home. They are pretending that they like working, and they're not making money because they don't stay all night at the office. They don't go the extra mile. They don't work all weekend. You're making a mistake. You would be much happier at home with a husband and children.
Oh, boy.
Get you a dick.
That picture is absolutely phenomenal.
It really is.
Both parties, that is just phenomenal.
And that straight back, like, I dare you to say something now.
Yeah. It really just...
That's a bitch.
You would be much happier at home being a wife with some kids.
She's like, oh,
And
no,
she
you
is
just
about to have a full-blown overload.
Oh, definitely. But there is one thing that I'm bringing back from last season, and I think we can definitely enjoy this in slow motion.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I think it's very important that we enjoy this in half speed.
They are pretending that they like working, and they're not making money because they don't stay all night at the office. They don't go the extra mile. They don't work all weekend. You're making a
sitting
mistake. You would be much happier at home with a husband and children.
Oh boy. Oh.
Look at the guy.
Oh, yes, Sean Hannity has just kind of went, what are you doing to my show? Oh, God. Why am I sitting here? Was that meant to be an internal monologue?
Put up Fox's comment on about where he says, as someone who's non-binary.
Oh, let's see. All right, okay. With even someone who is non-binary, I'll say first that far left liberals and health, but insufferable individuals I've ever had the disdain of talking to. Yes, yeah, I don't know why I whispered that away from my microphone when I'm on air. Sorry about that, people. But it just makes no sense.
I just love it when Fox's comments come up and suddenly I turn into a member for Kiss.
It's just magical. Look, hey Grant, let's see a magic trick.
What? Huh? Oh. Love God, love God.
And there we go. Only Karens wear green.
I mean, she immediately turned to Hannity, so she immediately went for speaking to the manager.
She's looking for the man for the right answer.
Oh, do you know what we can do? We can actually green screen that top out and put a penny on it.
Oh God, yeah, we can. It's green. That's amazing.
Don't worry, mate. We can make her in her appropriate attire.
Exactly. Yes, I think I'll dress her as a Japanese maid. I'll give her cat ears and everything.
You could just like put his face on the dress.
Love you, Phill.
Well, you're made for loving me, Grant.
Loving me, Grant.
Well, I can't love you if you're just constantly on top of me all the time.
Well, isn't that what love is?
Depends.
Yeah, indeed. So let's see her outrage.
No, apparently I love loving from behind. So.
Right. Okay. Yes. Peggy McPegason.
Fucking Pegasus.
Peggy Miller.
I mean, I'm literally.
You just said you're single. You don't have a boyfriend. You're what?
That's
You're
my
celibate.
choice.
Yeah. Look, you're miserable. You would be so much happier with kids around you tonight.
This guy's just amazing. You're miserable.
Man, you're fucking great.
Look, you don't have a boyfriend. That's by choice. Yeah, you're miserable.
I'm so happy I went in this direction this week.
Go out, get raped, have kids.
Living the American dream. Tell us all about it, Shady.
Yeah, I mean, go out, get raped, fucking have kids, put them in a white picket fence or black. Your choice, you know.
What about the China people?
Yeah.
America!
America, the freedom of choice to say, I want an American or a China people.
Yeah, well, you know, or a Russian, you know.
So shit, Grant decided to come back.
Doesn't matter. I am not picky at all.
Neither's Hannity, apparently.
He should not be laughing. He should be fired.
I'm going to go back a bit more just because I enjoy that. The arms right there. Just beautiful.
Literally.
You just said you're single. You don't have a boyfriend. You're what?
That's
You're
my
celibate.
choice.
Yeah. Look, you're miserable. You would be so much happier with kids around you tonight. Imagine coming home. Mommy's home.
You know what,
What?
Gavin? You're not funny. You're not what you
I'm
you do
trying to be
not do
funny. I'm
anything.
trying to make you happy.
You do not do anything for the better. Sean, this
Yes,
isn't
I do.
funny.
Feminism has made women miserable. Women were much happier when housewives were glorified.
Guess what? I had a choice to be married, and I chose not to. I have a choice to have kids.
You made a mistake.
We'll give you the last word. Go ahead.
Just at the end right there, you made a mistake. Fox once again with his politically correct comments. Damn, I should have got molested when I was older, so I could at least get a family out of it.
Yeah, see, he gets it.
Hold on, was that a rape joke?
Yes, there's been lots of them.
Chester.
No.
High five. Don't leave me hanging.
Who?
Thanks, Shady.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got you.
High-fiving rape jokes. For fuck's sake. Oh, of course, Fox joins in as well. Let's make it a threesome.
Yes. Yes.
I love Fox coming on.
I think that your guest here is doing a disservice to all of the viewers and to doing a disservice to America by saying that women, that I need to be married, that I would be happier at home. That you're what, miserably married? Just because just having a
I'm
ring
trying
on.
to share my joy. You should see my little
Not
2-year-old.
everybody has the same life pattern as you,
I know,
okay?
it's the fault
And not
of-
everybody wants to
it's
marry
the death
somebody
of
in a
that word.
bootleg seersucker suit
It's the
and
end of
go home to that.
civilization.
I don't want to go home to that.
You don't have to go home to me. Go home to a hunk. Oh gosh.
He's just
That's fucking
trying to share my happiness. It's great when you got someone who's just got an answer for everything, isn't it?
But you don't have to have a turd like me. You can have a post turd.
Something tells me that the main rabbit holes this season, apart from the expected episode, Grant, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It's already underway.
I know, it's fantastic. And I've already told you about what I'm doing for it. Have I informed you about the intro? Because I'm not sharing it here. But I will say that everyone will be very happy. Indeed. Yes. Winky face.
Jesus, this is absolutely disgusting. And Sean, you
I have
should
nothing
actually
to say.
speak up for the viewers today and let them know that your daughter should have a choice.
I think women do have a choice. Absolutely, of course.
No one's saying women shouldn't have a choice.
All right, when we come back.
I'm not saying that women shouldn't have a choice. They should just make the right one.
Yes.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have choices. I'm saying stop making stupid ones.
Exactly, yeah.
You can have any job you want as long as it's housewife.
Yes. It's like
As long
Henry
as there's a
Ford used
bacon
to say.
sarnie on the fucking table in the morning and some dinner at night, you've done a fucking good choice there, love. Good choice.
Make sure you remember the anime.
It's like Henry Ford used to say, you can have any colour of car you want as long as it's black.
Yes.
Dan, don't even think about it.
Get the cerebus.
So, yes, that was Gavin McGuinness. Essentially, I'm just giving you an introduction to these interesting people.
Oh, who else we got?
I think it's fantastic. And speaking of interesting people, because I will never get bored of this.
Bro, guess what? You won't believe this.
Asshole, you asshole, asshole.
Jiggle Jones.
I will eat your asshole.
And he said yes. When I was talking to him before.
I will eat your asshole.
So, yes.
Poor child.
Poor cat, man. Jesus.
I will eat your asshole.
Oh, it's just wonderful.
Asshole.
Yes.
And he said, yes.
I love that. It's just that clip where he goes, and he said yes. It's like
That's an exclusive here, folks. David Jones said yes to Johnny Rockstar's penis.
Yeah.
Indeed. It was great because we were listening to the clip before the show of just him talking about that. You know, I said to David Jones and he said yes. And Scott brought up the fantastic point that it sounded like a Panther promo.
It did.
Not even on fucking Dank can she escape this. I'm so sorry. She's such a nice girl as well. We're still just constantly taking jabs. I apologise. I apologise, Panther.
It's what she would have wanted.
Yes.
Yeah, she's retired now. It doesn't matter.
Fucking caught me with that.
Is that a China people on the screen?
She actually looks more Filipino or in that sort of area.
I don't even click play.
No, man, that's I know China people when I see them, bro.
To be fair, I'm not going to second guess you on that. Yeah, you can have that.
Yeah.
You broke so.
Sorry. It just really tickled me.
It's not funny.
It's just, oh God.
I see my future wife's here.
Oh, indeed. China people, let's give them some funding.
Can we go back to the bit where we tell her about making bacon sandwiches and putting dinner on the table at the end of the day? Yeah.
You know, we can sort that. So, Grant, if you'd like to address that.
Yes, so we've all come to the conclusion that women shouldn't have jobs. They should stay at home with kids. They're much happier like that, and having a bacon sandwich ready for the man in the morning and having dinner ready when he gets home from work is definitely a win-win all round for a happy, joysome life.
Yes.
Did I hit all the notations?
You forgot the steak and blowjob.
No, that's only one day. We'll get to that. I'll pre-warn her a week before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear Asian people are quite qualified for this position.
For fuck's sake, Shady.
I hear they come pretty cheap.
Yeah, I think the thing that caught me off more is that he chose the terminology of Asian people when it's not his usual terminology. I'm going to be more politically correct with this joke. I'd rather offend a smaller group of people.
Right, so can we find out what Hong Kong Louie's got to say?
You got to hit all your bases, you know.
All right, then. Well, I was going to ask if anyone knows who this person is, but I think I'll just give you the surprise because...
It's Lucy Liu, isn't it?
No. Although I can see where the confusion comes in. It's the pigtails, isn't it?
Yes.
I can't eat.
Well, I think Grant will probably be the first one to get this because he'll see what the actual article's about, well, what the report's about, and he'll go, oh, it's him.
We confront the dark underbelly of social media. Beyond the cat videos and all those birthday shout-outs, an alarming number of users are exploiting their platforms to spread
Her name
hate.
is Juju
One
Chan.
self-proclaimed internet troll,
Yes.
Is this show about us?
Hold on, a troll with cat videos? Is this about Huck?
Hey, look, man. I mean, like, this could be live television right now. We don't know.
we on China People News?
I mean, we had a cat go, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was some nasty stuff going down. So
I
Could you just imagine that we find out in Timu Lister we're just like on the news for this and people have been watching and outraged?
Oh, people are horrified in Tiananmen Square. All thanks to Shady. Fucking hell, Shady. They sent the tanks out again. What the fuck have you done?
God damn it,
Does it have anything to do with the Lion King in the background?
Let me get my ninja sword.
That's not even that's fucking Japan.
I told you I'm going to hit all my bases, bro.
China people and their ping pong balls.
I think your spot for King of the Race, this is going to get taken.
I know. I'm highly disappointed. But
I just love that her name's Juju. It's like the Germans are going to come for her twice.
I don't know. I wouldn't be too disappointed. Shady's been fighting hard for it.
That's it. I think the one thing that Scott caught me off with, I don't know if anyone else heard it, but while you're all talking, I just heard a bit of silence and Scott say, "Is this China people news?"
I heard him.
Yeah. I just wanted to address that. And the first thing I thought of was the CNN logo, but instead CPN. I was thinking, I wish I would have edited that in now.
China People News Network.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely it's definitely not China people news, because if you see in the background there's a banner for the Lion King, and we all know that Asians don't crown lions or cats; they eat them.
It's proven fact, man. Watch Faces of Death, but you can't in America. It's bad. So
Some love going on between Blake and Lenore. Blake loves you.
she loves you too, buddy.
He also
loves you
said-
wrong time.
He also said, "Don't worry, he'll go to work and you can stay at home with the kids."
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I think Dolly's comment there was quite was insightful. It had a lot of description.
You don't need that library no more. Tongue Kawa?
That's had fox all over my face. Now I've got the fucking female bullet club all over my face. What the fuck is going on? Now I've got Shrek.
Oh, Dan, I thought this would be something more that you'd say.
I got wrong for this last time.
You what?
I got wrong for it last time.
Oh, so you're just going to yes. All right, let's
no.
continue with
I would, I normally would, but I've got the perfect. Kaz is asleep. Yeah, I can't do it.
Oh, go teabagger live.
Yeah.
Teabag.
That's the dankiest thing I know.
Dank bag. Dank bag. Dank bag.
Dank bag. Yeah,
Kaz, we know you're asleep. Dan's just going to test your gag reflex a little bit, okay?
Just a whittle.
Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen of gag reflex checking.
No. I'm glad tomorrow's not watching either. Shouldn't tell her in the morning.
Dan's a kind of person.
Yeah.
Dan, just go and slip it in her and see what she claims it was.
Oh, no. You heard teabag, she's moving.
There you go.
Well,
She's awake now. You can do
all
it.
for the show tonight. I'm off for a teabagging.
Anything to get away from the usual. So,
From Juju Chang.
Mr. Shaggin' Baggins.
yes. So yes, let's see who our star is of this wonderful video.
Woohoo for Juju.
Milo Yiannopoulos tells us he's unapologetic and proud, even after being banned from Twitter for his infamous online taunting of Ghostbusters star Leslie Jones.
Yeah. So, any of you guys familiar with this?
Yeah, it was. There was like a whole like on Saturday Night Live.
I'm down for anybody who was trolling Leslie Jones.
Yeah.
Originally, it was Milo Yiannopoulos that was originally blamed for it, and the thing is, he was gently trolling. And I've seen the video, and there's a difference between like trolling and having some fun and whatever, than just blatantly attacking her. And I think if you look at some of the things said on here, I think we all know that the only person who'll agree with it is, well, I won't mention him by name.
You lanky bastard.
He talked to ABC's Terry Moran in London.
It began as a standard Hollywood production.
Now there's sightings all over the city.
A remake of the beloved 1984 movie Ghostbusters.
Get out of my friend, Ghost!
This time with an all-female cast.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, do you want to?
Why do they all have that same inflection? They're talking about the movie in a way that no one actually talks about. It was an all-female cast.
Yeah.
Yes. Although I did see a wonderful mock-up poster earlier today. It did make me giggle. Someone decided to do like the Netflix show of Hitler. And, and the actual picture of it just tickled me. They had a picture of a guy playing Hitler. But the thing that really caught my eye is the gentleman seemed to be of an African-American heritage. So it's like, ooh, Netflix doing that again.
Yeah, well, have you seen, what was it?
It's okay because he's black.
What's it called? The Death of Stalin. Have you seen that?
No,
I haven't actually seen that. I've seen some reviews though.
The whole, it's so good. The whole cast is meant to be like all Russian, but they're all posh or full-on British Americans. It's such a good film.
Yeah. Funnily enough, that reminds me of one of the things Gavin McInnes said once on a show. He said, if I had a magic lamp that only gave me one wish, just for my own amusement, that wish would be, I get to play Black Panther in the next movie.
Yes.
Just because the idea of people walking into a cinema and the mask comes off and it's me and they all go, what?
Why can't we play Black Rose too?
I want to be the next Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
You
I
fucking
want to
follow
play
your
Al
dreams,
Sharpton.
What?
I want to play Al Sharpton in the biopic.
Yes.
I want to stand there for like. I want to have whole scenes where I'm screaming at the honkies and crackers, and I've just had no makeup done to me whatsoever, and people are just looking at me like,
I'm offended.
Yeah, I am outraged.
Vago plug.
I'm sorry. I'll let you. Next time.
One
Did
of the
anybody
stars,
watch-
Leslie Jones.
Watch that Ghostbusters.
But within a few days of the
Yeah.
movie's release, Leslie Jones was subjected to incredibly vicious attacks on Twitter. Many of the attacks, known as trolling, came from anonymous users, but not all of them.
Are you a troll? Of course.
What is trolling? How do you look at it?
I like to think of myself as a virtuous troll. You know, I'm doing God's work.
Yeah.
For the Lord Jesus, my God.
He was the second coming, was Milo Yiannopoulos.
Exactly. He is the second coming, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. He's not just the second coming; he's the first Bukkake party.
This makes me want to go to church and repent my sins.
Oh, preach, brother, preach.
That is the most Milo face I think you could have paused at.
I know, it's just Milo Yiannopoulos is just fucking hilarious. It's just the way he baits these guys, because he's a journalist too. He knows how to bait them, and he knows how they'll be faking outrage as they all do. And so he just plays into that and just winds them up even more. And he does it to so many people, and it's wonderful. Whether you agree with the man or not on whatever he's saying, it's still entertaining and it's still funny. And this is why I take politics with such a grain of salt, and I just point and laugh at it. I'm proud to say that I haven't voted in like 12, 16 years or something, because I just look at all of them and go, well, they're all cunts, aren't they? So I'm just going to point and laugh at the silliest one and just not vote for any. My favourite thing to do on Facebook is the day of the vote, I'll tell people that I'm voting for the most bigoted racist guy I can find out of the lot of them. And then at the end of the day, watch the outrage go and then just put up another post going, didn't vote, lol.
Oh, fantastic. I tell you what, over here I'm voting. I really wish they would vote the Monster Raving Loony Party in. So for you Americans,
I couldn't believe they're still about.
What was that?
I couldn't believe they were still about. We talked about it, didn't we, the other weekend?
Yeah, the Monster Raving Loony Party for you Americans is a political party over here in the United Kingdom, but they are a bunch of fucking nutters. They dress up in cosplay and God knows what, crazy outfits, knights in shining armor, giant furries, you name it, and they are dressed up in it. They are amazing.
And they ask for your vote.
Yeah, they're known as one of the more honest parties.
Yes.
20 years, one of them will be president.
Prime Minister?
I think we could start an after-dark party. And the thing is, it could be international, because not only do we have British individuals for our own constituencies, we could carry it over to America and have third parties doing the after dark. Have Scott go in for Mississippi, and we just write this global list of procedures that we want doing, and all of them are just shit. Purposely so, to the point where people will go, clearly they're taking the piss, and you can just sit there and go, yes.
Well, if Trump can do it, so can we.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, but Boris Johnson did get away with saying you bunch of, what was it? Oh, you protoplasmic jellies. What?
I still like to have
I'll be back in just a minute.
Yeah, I still like the fact that we had a prime minister who was who we found out as an Oxford or a Cambridge kind of student, fucked a dead pig in the mouth.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant, isn't it?
That's British politics right there. You know, why just fuck a pig in the mouth? Let's make it dead.
And that was David Cameron, for anyone watching.
Ah, yes, David Cameron, dead pig fucker extraordinaire. It's essentially like 4chan took the saying of flogging a dead horse and just brought it up to date for the 21st century for people using TikTok. Oh, you know that guy? He's just fucking a dead pig.
No, I think my favourite thing in politics in most recent years, because it's absolutely fantastic, is Boris Johnson being asked about the state of the NHS, and his exact response was, there's more pressing matters at the moment. I think it's very important that we talk about the otters. They've returned to the rivers. What? Sorry? You don't want to talk about our national health? You want to talk about otters in rivers? You fucking nut job.
I wish I would have voted for him now.
And by the way, any Americans watching, I'm not even joking. That happened. Yeah. That was a live interview.
Mm. Oh, yes.
Didn't his dad show up for one of his press conferences once?
Yeah, he said his dad.
Yes, I'm just here to support my son. He's bloody fantastic. So, let's hear it from Milo Yiannopoulos.
Well, you know, I'm doing God's work.
Milo Yiannopoulos, also known as Nero Online, joined in the tormenting of Jones, calling her a man on Twitter to his 350,000 plus followers.
Hang on. It's not a man. I thought that was Tyler Perry.
I mean,
I only know his work from South Park.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
nerd. I have Google. I know I have Google, and I know I could Google him, but I really just don't want to.
Oh fuck! I thought Gay Nazi was asleep.
Gay Nazi is awake.
I'm gonna have to. Great Divine's Nan joined you last week. That was weird.
Followers in the Twitter storm
sure,
that happened. You called her a dude. If Leslie Jones were right here, would you say you look like a dude?
Yeah, probably.
You would say that.
Yeah, probably. I probably would.
Then you're an idiot. Really. Milo, as everyone calls him, is one of the most famous.
Milo, as everyone calls him, because that's his real name.
Can like from going forward, can I just be like, and Phill, as everyone calls him?
Oh, definitely.
But do it
in the American newscaster's voice.
I didn't exactly expect that anybody referred to him as Yiannopoulos.
Yeah. Might be a bit of a tongue twister for some people. Could you imagine kind of AEP or someone, or Rajax, you know? I'll just read the new article by Yiannopoulos.
Could you imagine if he became a professional footballer, how much his fucking shirt would cost? Fuck that.
Oh, that'd be amazing. The money he would make.
It's true.
And he probably wrote a book about it well. I wrote a book just like, why football is gay and why I joined.
Or infamous trolls on the internet.
Not Ashley
He's
Cole.
an editor at Breitbart, the ultra-conservative news website. He accused Jones of playing the victim and later called her barely literate.
I don't say anything I don't believe, but of course I do say things in a way that is going to elicit a response from people.
Jones detailed the abusive words and images she was receiving and the racist and misogynist.
That really isn't the best picture they could have used for her, is it?
That's what I was laughing at, was like, that's just ridiculous.
Exactly. You kind of look at it, it's just...
Well, so what does that say? Your Ghostbusters isn't the first to have an ape in it.
Yeah, that's bad. That's a shitty thing to say.
Damn.
Yeah.
To actually put it, so don't put, sorry, but to put it actually on the news as you're talking about it is stupid.
Well, yeah, it's just drawing more attention to it. But that's the thing about the news. They like to draw attention to things and talk about outrage, but they'll be the first to show the outrageous thing that they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
They're absolute hypocrites. Yeah, when it comes to mainstream media. They are scumbags. And that's why we're not part of the mainstream media. We're on the fringe.
Why is Dolly talking about slapping arms?
I have no idea.
I don't know, maybe she fancies the black bloke in the movie. It begins again. Something tells me there won't be a sequel for either of us.
So this will be our last series of these.
Oh,
we keep saying that, to be fair.
Well, yeah, but we still keep getting people watching, and we don't know why. It's essentially a game of how many people can we offend per episode.
No.
Misogynistic slurs against her that even compared her to an ape.
My God. It's such... That's the thing. To sit there and go, they even compared her to an... Well, sorry, I'll do the correct voice. They even compared her to an ape. The thing is, it's such an old, awful stereotype anyway.
Yeah.
They didn't need to mention it.
But
Yet-
you know, I'm sorry, but you know there are going to be dickheads watching that will genuinely laugh and be laughing at her and take it seriously, and then they would just poke more fun. The media, if they really cared, they would not have mentioned that, and they would not have shown that picture. I'm sorry, they wouldn't have.
Of course, they want to keep the narrative going, so they have more to report on, so they can keep pumping out more ads in between. That's the thing. They don't give a shit about Leslie Jones. Couldn't give a fuck.
No.
And to be honest, neither can I, but at least I'm honest about it. When Ghostbusters was shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently she's a comedian as well. Never seen any of her stuff. Anyone here ever seen any of Leslie Jones's comedy?
The only other thing I've ever seen her in besides that Ghostbusters is she was in the Coming to America sequel, and she was easily the worst part of it.
Oh, God, that was her, wasn't it? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that character was
but
awful.
Jesus Christ, everything she's in, she's just loud, obnoxious, and overacts. That I'm not a fan of her.
So essentially, what she's doing is playing a stereotype.
Yeah.
But then doesn't want to be called out on the fact that she's playing the stereotype.
Yeah.
She is an asshole, isn't she? All right. Apparently she was in SNL and she had some decent skits. It depends on how recent SNL is. I mean, the past 15 years, 20 years of SNL, like the 2000s, have mostly been absolute shit.
Let's be honest, since Eddie Murphy left, it's been shit.
Yeah, I mean, when you had some of the classic guys on there, and it's kind of really softened up. When you had guys like Norm Macdonald on there, and some of the shit
I
he
miss
used to
Norm Macdonald, Adam Sandler, Chris Farley.
Yeah, like Chris Farley, Adam Sandler days, they were good.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the meme that somebody made where it showed like a picture of Adam Sandler today next to a picture of him from Billy Madison, and it's like 2023 Adam Sandler looks like he would kidnap and sell 2000 Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's funnily enough, Dolly sounds like E-Feds nowadays. Yes, with the very sensitive culture that is E-Fed. In certain cases, you can kind of look at it and go, "Oof, that's a rough one." In other cases, not so much. But I think the problem with a lot of people today is that they are so unused to hearing anything that contradicts their worldview. They are so used to living in an echo chamber. I think this is why quite a few people do come to Dank and E-Fed, like the After Dark shows, because they like the idea of someone being able to take them out of that echo chamber, say something awful, and make them laugh about it.
Yeah.
And I think the problem with E-Fed is they actually contradict themselves. That's the problem, and they hate that, and that they hate being called out on it. Is that there are so many people that beat around the bush or will only target one thing and not another, and then say it was for this reason, but it's like, well, why didn't you do it for that? Is there just constant contradiction? I'm not being, at least with me, I'll take the piss out of everyone.
Yeah,
I leave no stone unturned. That way I can't be called a fucking contradicted, you know?
Yeah. Therefore, there's no hypocrisy to any of your trolling.
No, I'll take the piss out of my friends. I'll take the piss out of people I don't like. I'll take the piss out of people I hate. Everyone gets equal fucking taking the piss out.
Exactly. I think for us gentlemen, we are of an understanding that anything can be said, and it just depends on the context of how it is said. For example, like when Dan just looks at me sometimes and goes, "Phil, you look like a fucking nonce," and I'll thank him for it. And Grant will do the same thing, and I take no offense because I know that it's just said for the shock value and the enjoyment of the shock value.
I mean, seriously though, tell me Phil doesn't have a child molester mustache.
Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, do I have a Negan stash? I would say a Jay Yost stash, but I don't think he's old enough to run one of these bad boys yet.
I think it would help if you said something Negan would say as well.
Get in the bag.
Right, come and join me on my OnlyFans, where I'm going to get drilled by some dark chocolate called Bloker. I'm sexy.
Is that something Negan would say?
I'll tune in for that.
But no, but the thing is comedy's there for comedy. If you make a meme, it's just for funny reasons. Yeah. If something's direct, you know when it's direct. You know when the context is there. If I come out and go on an absolute rant, you can tell I'm not joking. I'm being deadly serious. I'm trying to put a point across. If I'm proven wrong, I'll go fair enough. But like when people moaning that I come out and put memes about people out there, get a grip. They're funny, they're stupid, they're not even directly to the point. They're actually taking the piss out of something else. If you actually look at the style, the humour, it's not even directly taking the piss out of what it should be taking the piss out of.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you want to talk about things that's clearly taking the piss, then we can definitely go with a much rougher option. Specifically,
that last comment from Blake, that you look like David, the more sexier David Spade. I can see it now.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It's David Spade, but if he didn't have the blonde hair, the black hair, yay, yes.
Hello, ladies. I'm terrible in television and movies.
Just remember to take the right Misty.
Yes.
Yeah, don't take the wrong Misty.
But I'm friends with Austin Powers.
So, yes. Back to that fucking face. That's the face. You know, Dan, you were talking about pegging before.
Yes.
That's the face I imagine you'd make when this young gentleman's getting pegged.
Is that a picture of China people with a gorilla?
The thing that makes me laugh so much is when Shady's off air, he can actually be quite erudite and intelligent, but he just plays the fucking fool on here.
Don't give the secret away. Stop it.
It's funny. I love hearing how ignorant on air Shady is. It just makes me so happy.
Shady doesn't give a shit.
No, it's wonderful. That's why
I love how Blake is just correcting Lenore in stuff in the comment section. It's like my favourite thing. No, that would be the 70s, hun, not 90s. No.
Yeah.
As any good husband should.
Indeed. Oh, you know, honey, it's fine. I know the decade. You just step back in that kitchen.
Misogynistic slurs against her that even compared her to an ape.
Oh my God! This idea,
you or me,
no,
as
no,
a
no,
human being with feelings.
Of course she is. But this idea that celebrities are these fragile wallflowers, give me a break. You and I both know people in Hollywood.
Because she acted in a movie,
Hollywood
you rallied
blockbusters
people.
are sitting at home crying into their iPhones.
Why didn't you stand up, as people called her, ape, gorilla, and worse, and say, guys, this is good to do, but not racism.
Why should I have to police other people's
stand up for
right. I'm responsible.
Why not stand up for the right?
I'm responsible for what I say. I'm perfectly happy to tell you. I think that stuff is disgusting.
So you have
I'm
no
perfectly happy to
obligation
tell
for your 350,000 followers.
Does Justin Bieber have an obligation
who are
to his fans?
descending on this woman?
I'm sorry for being popular, but I am not responsible for what 350,000 people on the internet say. I am responsible for what I say.
Yep. I think that sums it up very well.
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for what anyone in this show says or what any of our fucking audience say. I'm responsible for what I say.
What?
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's actually what I was laughing at a second ago.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah. There we go. And I'm so glad that this is kind of. I know we cover so much funny shit, and I'm trying to find. And I found some good funny stuff here, but I think it's really sparked some conversation between us as well.
I know this show actually has gone awfully political in some senses tonight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd say more. Well, not so much left and right, but I'd say it's more along the lines.
No, not in
of
that way.
a morality base, and essentially saying that you can still have a sense of morality while saying immoral things for the purposes of humor.
What that guy said.
Yeah,
absolutely. Listening, if you just have a laugh, just fucking enjoy life. Literally, just yes, we know. So we, in the basis of this show, we know rape is not okay. We know many other things are not okay. We don't actually think.
But go do it anyways. Go try it. You might like it.
But we actually we believe in morality, as Phill said before. But it doesn't mean we can't take the piss out of things. We're not actually joking about the things themselves. We're joking about the people that are sort of behind it, and indirectly joking about other things. That's how comedy works. It's funny. If you don't find it funny, just go, I didn't find that funny, and walk away.
Yes, which brings me to another point. Scott, you're our resident American. It's been over 21 years since 9/11. Is it ready to be made into a musical?
I feel like it is.
9/11, 9/11.
I mean,
it
was
just coming out going, let it burn.
Really good points.
It can't be an American that does it, though.
Oh, sorry, what was that, Scott? Everyone was talking over you. Bastards.
So, South Park made the point a little while back. Like, it's been long enough. I think we can make jokes about it.
Yeah, indeed. It's at 25.
Didn't they come up with a formula that has to be 27 and a half years, though?
No, they said 21.
Was it 21? Okay, right.
Yeah,
I thought it was like 21 somewhere around.
Okay, then I don't remember off my head. That was just what came into my head. But yeah,
indeed. Yes, funnily enough, Fox writing the first lyrics. For some reason, I seem to recognise that song.
Yeah, I've got an image of Hulk Hogan leg dropping a pair of towels.
I like that.
Shout Milligan, brother. Anyway,
when it comes crashing down and it burns inside.
By the way, that was not DJ B generically saying they all sound like that. That was him impersonating one person he heard once that sounds exactly like that.
Yes,
indeed.
Ashalala Miku.
I've got you covered.
Jet fuel don't melt no steel beams. Jet fuel don't melt no steel beams.
Yes.
It doesn't. But...
Do you go after Selena Gomez when her fans send death threats to Justin Bieber? No. Do you go after Beyonce when her fans go after Taylor Swift? No.
The 48-year-old actress is a regular on Saturday Night Live.
Nobody writes love letters anymore.
They don't write love letters?
Well, maybe you do, you sexy creamsicle. Just want to chop all the orange off and get to the cream.
I'm offended.
Ghostbusters is her first.
She's not funny.
No, it's just the thing that made me laugh was Shady sitting there going, I'm offended.
Yeah.
She called him cream.
Yeah.
I'm more offended that the audience laughed. I'm trying. Can someone please explain to me where the punchline was in that?
Me being offended.
Oh, no. I mean, if she had one of her own, apart from being, God, she's like a human staple gun, isn't she? You feel like you should put the top of her head down on a board and just boom. Those files aren't coming apart.
The Chop It 3000. Get yours today.
There's two really weird relationships going on in the comment section right now. I'm being told to buy someone gifts and fucking give them money, and then there's just like someone else going, "Love you, babe." I'm like, what the fuck is going
Hell
on?
yeah. Sounds like they want to fuck.
And I'd just like to say to Lenore and Blake, I give it 6 months.
Sure, it's been longer than 6 months.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
like,
I'm talking from now.
shall we all take bets now?
They've been
okay.
internet raping each other for years now.
Yeah. So on Lenore and Blake, when do you think that their relationship is going to just crumble down into a towering inferno?
I'm going to say between 9 and 11 months.
Right then.
Great answer. Great answer.
Shady, your opinion?
I mean, yeah. Between 9 and 11 months. That's about summed it up pretty good.
All right then. Scott.
I feel like that's a pretty fair bet.
Dan.
I'm going to go a bit less than that. I'm going to say 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
Because you can still abort at 6 months. Yeah.
I'll go 6 to 8 months.
You're going to owe me one.
Looks like Pac-Man in a cancer wig. You could use her fucking teeth as a paint stripper, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like a horse from the side.
I read that horribly wrong. Go and look at Lenore's comment.
And we know each other's for 4 years.
No. The one that says 2-year-olds. Or it looked like it said 2-year-olds.
We only date 2-year-olds.
We only date 2 years old.
Whoa. You know, I really had a higher opinion of you two.
I nearly had a heart attack when I read that.
No, we're just thinking, you know what? This could actually come to our advantage because in a few weeks' time, we all know what time of the series it is. Fucking hell, Grant, that was a bit slow for you, mate.
And Blake, you're from Georgia. You should be ashamed of yourself.
She looks like a PS2 Medal of Honor Vanguard soldier in Tony Hawk Underground attire.
Wow, okay.
She looks like a civilian in GoldenEye on the N64.
I was playing that.
Ah, right. What were you playing it on, sir? Your N64 or an emulator?
No, it's on Games Pass. It's on console now.
So me and my son actually did a big fuck you to that and actually just whacked out the N64 and started playing it.
Ah, nice. Well played. Yes. So let's from GoldenEye to Brown Eye.
Oh yeah.
Ghostbusters is her first starring role in a major film.
The power of panic compels you! Ow!
Leslie Jones is
Once again, the joke. She changed the word God to pain. She really is fucking South Park Tyler Perry, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's full of material.
What does she look like a who?
Yeah, she looks like an extra in a Jim Carrey movie.
They didn't have black who's in that movie.
I was just trying to think that. Actually. Was there any? No, I don't think.
She's the who got kicked out of the city but couldn't quite let go.
Yes. Remember, she is loud, so she's yes. It's
yeah.
Yes.
Must be the rape thing.
Yes, and that's the thing. We've seen, many comedians from many different diverse backgrounds, and they don't have to draw upon their stereotypes. But it's just that she's deriving so much from that just sucks the humor out of it, isn't it?
Yes, Fox. She looks like Girl Gamal.
All right, then. Let's go to someone who isn't a comedian but is actually funny. Milo Yiannopoulos.
is just one target of the self-proclaimed troll. Milo makes a career sparking outrage, spraying vitriol at many, and helping to legitimize a movement of negativity growing on the internet. One of his hot topics?
When they wanted to have me removed from Pershing Square, a public space in the center of Los Angeles.
Is the female physique. You're going to go after somebody's body?
Yeah.
To denigrate their ideas? What grade are you in? Seriously?
No.
Are you a 13-year-old
No. Absolutely, I will, and I'll tell you why.
Because somebody doesn't have a weight that you think is proper?
So,
that's revolting.
No, it's not
Yes,
revolting.
it is.
No, it's not. I'll tell you what's revolting. What's revolting is the body positivity movement. What's revolting is this idea now that you can tell women that they'll be healthy at any size. Why? Because it tells women that you can be fat and you can be unattractive and you'll be happy anyway. That's a lie.
Feminists are another target.
I would rather a healthier, equitable arrangement that existed between the sexes, rather than the sort of vindictive feminism that seems to exist now. And by the way, most people agree with me. Fewer than 1 in 5 women in America describe themselves as a feminist because they see what I see.
There seem to be no limits, no holds barred for the dropout from Cambridge University in England, sometime poet, tech journalist, Donald Trump supporter, gay Catholic, and entrepreneur.
Gay Catholic.
That makes it okay.
Yeah, one of my favorite things.
He goes to church.
Oh yeah, when he, I mean, you know, with the argument with the feminism is cancer thing, and it's just he actually wrote an article, and the title of it was "Would you rather have feminism or cancer?"
Dear Father, forgive me for I have sinned.
And while he was doing a couple of times while he's done his shows where he's been talking, he's actually had people standing up and going, I am a cancer survivor, and I'd just like to tell you that if given the choice, I would rather have cancer again than feminism.
I'm offended.
Is he part of the council going, yes, on the absolute other side of it?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Gay Catholic Trump supporter, that's a main character vibe. It certainly is. That's is your protagonist.
Well, for me personally, I hate being stereotyped as a white British straight male with money. I hate it. People do it every day.
Yes. And how do you feel this pain? I feel your suffering, brother. Please.
I know.
share.
For them to think you have money is fucking ridiculous, right?
Well, the problem is, it's like with wealthy white straight males. You know, there's less than 1% of us. We're the minority.
Yeah. We're the ones suffering here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why they leave you alone.
Yeah. That's why Dan's so talkative.
I'm just wondering when will it end? When will the suffering end?
Well, when they wipe us out, Dan. When they wipe us out.
You're going to have to talk to the China people about this one, bro.
I was just about to say it's probably a China people problem solving thing.
There's a 1-800 number somewhere, dude.
I've heard they're good at math, so maybe they can help.
Good.
I'm not saying they are. I'm saying I've heard.
I hope Scott Steiner don't work there.
Yeah. Yes. Congratulations on covering your bases there, Dan.
Pathological, sociopathic, feminist liars in popular culture. It is insisted upon us that we all pay obeisance to the cult of Lena Dunham and Amy Schumer. They're put on the cover of the magazines, and we're all expected to pretend that we like them. Well, we don't.
He's talking about a best-selling author and A-list movie star who also happens to have her own hit TV series, Inside Amy Schumer.
Yeah, you.
Sorry?
I'm going to need you to define A-list.
I define it as someone who is actually relevant and doesn't do 90-minute shows about the fact that their cunt stinks, but we should all accept it because women.
Yeah. Mine's much more simpler than that. I just go, are they Alverson or are they not? It's very simple, man.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good point there.
Using that litmus test, is Amy Schumer Alverson?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
I mean, there's a close resemblance, but...
But this is the thing. They're trying to portray like Amy Schumer. You notice they didn't say that she's a comedian because that's how she started. They make sure to say A-list actress and with her own show, but they leave out comedy because they think, well, if she's a comedian, she should be able to handle this. and they know that would end up making her look weak.
She's an A-list actress, and I think she's been in like 3 movies, and they all bombed.
Oh, yeah. She's also a joke thief as well. Funnily enough, she stole jokes from Patrice O'Neill.
Please put up Foxy's comment right now.
All right. Honestly, wealthy white straight males make me sick. It's just not right. Why don't you go get yourself a same-sex partner like the good Lord intended, give the rest of your money to the more deserving, me, and try out some blackface.
Fuck yeah. Get raped, have kids, live the dream, man.
Oh, America. Fuck yeah.
You have the right house, 623 Supermodel Lane. Get in here, you lifesaver.
I like Amy Schumer. She's
Nobody
funny.
likes
She
them.
makes me laugh.
Oh, please.
A lot.
Oh, God. Well, you must have very low standards for comedy, I'm telling you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best of British, Milo Yiannopoulos.
Well, she makes me laugh. I don't know if you know what funny is.
Yeah, I just love the fact that these people, they put them on the news like they're going to go, oh, the news is watching us, we best apologize. And the first thing they do is just, nope.
Like, no, I'm going to keep doing.
I'm sure he'll apologize when the camera's on him. Get fucked.
Yeah, basically. Have an angry pirate. Have a donkey.
How haven't we covered Jonathan Pye yet?
Jonathan Pye. I need to grab some of his stuff, but there's so many different avenues. So for next week, who would you rather me go into more? Would you rather me go into Patrice or Gavin, Milo, Jonathan Pye?
I would say pick 2 of them and try and do like an hour on each. I think that would be quite cool.
Yes, indeed.
Gavin McGuinness has got to be one of them.
Yeah, he really is just a shit stirrer. He's fantastic with it as well. So, yes. What's that? Let's have a look. This person that has done all this for attention will surely do what we want them to when they have even more attention. That's basically the news. I love how switched on Fox is with this whole thing because he just sees straight through the bullshit. I'm imagining he's had to deal with a lot of bullshit from people in his own life, and that's made him quite tough towards it.
That's so judgmental of you. I'm offended. I'm so offended right now. God.
Fucking honky.
Yeah. It's so hard to keep a straight face sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, watch out, there's half a dozen crackers on the screen. Everyone run. Watch out, there's 6 of them. They're forming a clan.
Don't forget your hoods.
Yeah. I've got a wand. You can be the Grand Wizard.
This ain't Hogwarts, boy.
You know what, Fox? I was thinking this earlier on. I wonder how long it takes before somebody says we need diversity on the show.
Yes, well, we do have diversity. We have diversity of thought.
What are you talking about, dude? I'm as black as they fucking come.
Shady, your fiance asked if you need a hug.
Scott is the sexiest fucking beast alive. I mean, goddamn.
That's why Rick is so angry and jealous.
Yes, Shady is a Chinaman after all.
Yeah.
Indeed. That's all the diversity we need.
I'm a black Chinaman, dude.
Hong Kong Shady.
Hong Kong, not a cracker. That is true as well, if you're talking about diversity. I am indeed half black, half Bill Cosby. You see there, Theo.
Half black, half Michael Jackson.
Oh, they're not very much makes me laugh for Amy Schumer. These are terrible, talentless people that we are instructed we must like, unless then the sort of subtext is, if you don't like them, you're some kind of bigot somehow.
Milo declares himself a provocateur.
I don't entirely believe in lesbians.
A prankster.
Just, what a great clip.
Maybe just a little. but not all the way. You know.
Oh, that's exactly the speech I was talking about at the start of the show.
Oh, fuck it. It's just that. It's just such a wonderful kind of line.
If you don't like them, you're some kind of bigot somehow.
Milo declares himself a provocateur.
I don't entirely believe in lesbians.
It's not like they're Santa Claus or fucking elves.
Lesbians aren't real, man. They're not real.
I just got this image of two like lesbians like lovingly walking down the street hand in hand, and him just looking at them going, "No, you're not."
Prove it. Bump donuts.
I don't see you.
Prove it. Here's a
It's just
double
like-
end.
They were like, "Oh yeah, we used a strap on last night." And he just went, got ya."
Yeah.
Fake lesbians.
Yeah. Penis envy. Fake lesbian.
Get yourself a good dick and have some kids.
How's
If
a week
you're-
now with 8 minutes to spare?
Yeah. If you're a real lesbian, you wouldn't be using dildos. You'd be using plungers. Yes, that's the sound effect we're going with. It's with a plunger. Like you're trying to clean out your fucking toilet.
And then the baby comes flying out. Where the fuck that come from?
Yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a tampon from 5 years ago. Oof, I must have left it in. I'll
Why is
save
it
that
crying?
for tea later. Yeah.
Well, that's a good
How
one.
long's that tampon been lodged in there? I don't know, but ever since then, it's been my eggs have been scrambled. My favourite has always been, why do people look at alt or goth people so weirdly? What are we doing to have people assume that we're bad people? Why could someone assume I'm weird? Because you're dressed ridiculously. Have you done everything in your power to look creepy and sketchy? So fuck off.
I'm actually going to an emo night for my birthday.
Oh, no
Oh,
way.
right. When is it?
The 14th of April. It's in Oxford.
Ah, right, that's cool.
It didn't happen if you don't take pictures.
Oh, there'll be plenty of pictures. It's really weird though because it's 4 hours long, but it's from 11 in the evening till 3 in the morning.
Fucking weird hours.
Yeah, because
It's
when
just
else,
the emos.
when else
apparently.
would you have a
I'll
golf
tell you what, I'm
gathering,
actually
you know?
looking forward to it. I am.
Yes, My Chemical Romance.
Yeah,
'cause
there'll be Sum 41, My Chemical Romance, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, a golf gathering brunch just doesn't seem fitting, you know.
I'm just gonna look awkward there, but I can't wait.
Oh, just do it, mate. Enjoy.
Oh no,
Black
I can't.
fingernails,
I
black
wait. It's gonna be so
lipstick.
much fun.
Yeah,
Fox,
you got
we're
to
having
go
another one.
all out, man.
I'll ask the event organisers. I'll be sure to check.
Exactly. So, yeah, let's see the last minute or so of Milo.
Check your box.
Prankster. And that no one should be upset by his so-called antics.
If I'm occasionally mean, it's normally because they deserve it.
With my name.
Yeah.
Fuck, that is such a good
Straight
one.
to the point.
That is going into the video. You know, we got the soundboard, but that's going into the same video board as 9/11. It's
Just like the kind of people deserve us, you know.
Exactly. You know, just
Antics.
If I'm occasionally mean, it's normally because they deserve it.
just perfect. I think that describes the After Dark network spot on.
No, Fiona, Ronnie doesn't have a fanny. He is a fanny.
It's a bit of confusion. The gayest Nazi telling us to plunge his clunge.
Plunge my clunge.
Oh, Phil, I can confirm. Gay Nazi is a squirter.
Ah, right, fantastic. I asked the other day. It's nice to know. So yes. So I've got to ask, when lesbians do scissor, I mean, do they just call it scissoring, or do they have like different terms like limpiting?
I don't know. I've never actually spoke to any lesbians about it, to be honest.
Yeah. I wonder if they could
scissor.
climb their way up a wall with no hands.
You do know why I've not been able to speak to lesbians about it, Roy?
Well, it's because you don't believe in them.
No, because they don't exist.
Yeah. They're not real.
It's like talking to a unicorn about being a unicorn.
Yeah. Talk to a unicorn about having the horn.
It makes you horny.
Lesbians do not exist.
With my name calling and with my provocation and with my bad manners, I think actually America's had enough of nice manners. If my rudeness creates conversation, my rudeness provokes people into, first of all, saying, oh, what a monster, blah, blah, blah. And then 20% of people start talking about what I was actually saying. I will consider my career to have been a terrific success.
Perhaps the targeting of Leslie Jones just contributes to his idea of worldwide success.
In the Twitter storm
sure,
that
I was
happened, you
mean
called
to-
her a dude.
I said it's a good job there's a hot black dude in the movie. She looks like a man. I am entitled to say that I think a celebrity looks weird.
You think that's fair comment and
Of course
a
it's
decent
fair comment.
thing
That's
and
like
a
the
civil
definition
thing
of
to
fair
do?
comment.
You
It'll be
think
a civil
that's-
thing to do. If you don't like it, don't follow me on Twitter.
Milo Yiannopoulos represents
Fine.
the tip of the iceberg in a rising tide of hate and abuse in social media, one he clearly sees as a noble purpose.
Trolling is very important.
Why?
Trolling is absolutely essential. America needs more trolling because trolls are the only people who tell the truth these days.
Many join him on this crusade.
Yes. We certainly do. We are the honourable trolls, gentlemen.
I'm just out here doing what you people are too scared to do.
Exactly. We're doing it, but not for the attention. So I think this has been an interesting show. I think this show has been a great way of doing two things. I think one is kind of setting out the agenda for the future of Dank. But obviously there'll be a lot more funny coming than there was in this one. There was quite a lot of funny here anyway, but there'll be a lot more funny. But essentially, if you can take a dick, you can take a joke. It's absolutely fine.
Did anyone see Jim Jeffries' stand-up on Netflix, the new one?
No, not the new one.
Go and check it out. It's absolutely hilarious. But like talking about like LGBTQ and all that, he makes a joke about he finds it really weird that they've all banded together and say, we're all in the same boat with the same thing. And he talks about like how is someone who's having their dick chopped off the same as someone who's taking a dick up the arse? Discuss, Scott.
No pressure.
I don't know what to say on that.
But inquiring minds need to know.
Insightful. But we've also forgot the second most important thing about tonight's show.
Yeah, second.
This.
Hey, bro. Guess what?
Bro.
I will eat your asshole. Your asshole. Asshole. Jiggle Jones. Jiggle Jones. I will eat your asshole. And he said yes. When I was talking to him before, I will eat your asshole.
Just a beautiful way to end the show there. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our 2 hours of horse shit for this week. Join us on Saturday for a different brand of bullshit, more E-Fed flavored, even, on Saturday, where some of us will be here, some of us won't, and I can't guarantee who. So
I will. I'm always there now. Yeah.
Indeed, yes. So, anyone have anything to say before we do the final thingy?
Tomorrow night, live interview on the Killshot Experience.
Yes.
Myself, check it out. It could get explosive.
If you're in SWA or GWF, sometime in the next hour or so, we're going to be going live with the first episode of Tuesday Night Savage. That's going to be a good hour of wrestling if you guys want to watch.
Then we've got Shoot the Shot Thursday. Check out those guys; they're funny as fuck. And then you can join us again for Saturday.
Exactly. So yeah, Thursday, go and check these guys out at Linktree. Go to the Linktree because even if you're not watching live, they've got a selection of previous podcasts that they've done. So go and enjoy the whole collection. And obviously with us back again on Saturday, simply being an issue. So
and go and buy yourself some After Dark merch at afterdark.zone/store.
Exactly.
And don't
Go to
forget
that
to go
store.
rope yourself.
Yes. Buy some merch. It'll be
Give
lots
us your
of fun.
money.
Yes, give us your money. And some segments of this show have been sponsored by 24andMe.
Yes.
We're driving that fucking joke into the ground, aren't we?
We are.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 1 of series 3 of Dank After Dark. My name is Phill Marshall, and I've been joined by a selection of window lickers today. Hosting as well with camera. So
I only
great
like the black ones.
He certainly does. He's all about diversity. My name's been Phill Marshall, and this is over. So do me a favor and fuck off. Go on. Go away. It's done.